this is what we do here. The voice, my guy Joe on the buttons, showrunner. They doing his home decor. You let us in the room, nigga. We gonna do what we want with it. Pause.
You can have it back later.
You can have it back later. Yeah, there you go. You can have it back later. We good? That's in here. We keeping that shit.
That can be for social.
There we go. Let's get this shit, man. Welcome to Hip Hop Gems TV. Today is a beautiful, beautiful day. I kind of woke up on the wrong side, but we here, we alive, and got very, 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 very special guest today. Artist, producer, father, author. What else?
Keep going.
Humanitarian type shit. Niggas on his thespian. You just, the list just goes on and on and on. I got my guy Ace in the building.
What's going on, y'all? Ace Clark. Brooklyn,
Yes.
New York. Brooklyn.
You the third Ace that's been on my show, I want to say. Shout out to Ace Excel, shout out to Ace King, and now
So Ace King
Clark.
used to be Ace Clark and he changed his name.
I know.
I was so happy.
I didn't, I know.
Bro.
You know him?
Yeah, he came off. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
I know his music. He know my music.
Yeah.
He got a lot of bookings because people thought he was me.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Shout out to my
It's
guy,
went
Ace.
both ways. Like I've gotten love because people think that I'm him. He's me. I'm like, bro, one of us got to change. It ain't gonna be me, bro.
Shout out to my guy Ace
But he's
King,
good
man.
people, yo.
Yeah.
He always show love. He just dropped the project I think last year.
He did.
Y'all need to go check that out.
Yeah.
Ace King.
Yes. He's a good guy, man.
Good dude. Yo. He's got
Good
great
guy.
energy.
How are you, man?
I'm blessed, never stressed. You feel me?
Blessed, never stressed.
Feel me?
How you balance that?
I mean, bro, I can't control everything. I just control me. So I keep me as the constant, my energy right here.
Okay.
Everything else that's not for me, it fly away. We good.
There you go. And everything kind of just aligns with
We
everything
good, man.
else.
What's meant for me is already mine, so I ain't stressing nothing.
That's amazing, man. First part, I want to get into you, and obviously you're a rap, you're an artist. So you getting into hip hop. What was some of your earlier influence? Who were some of your earlier influences coming up?
My favorite dead rapper of all time is Big L.
Okay.
Big L is one of my heroes. I always thought that the way he was like not the most attractive dude, but he says stuff that made you feel like he gonna get all the honeys, leaving the silk boxes in your mommy's hamper. Like I always thought Big L was like the man. Black Thought is my favorite rapper of all time. Black Thought is the best dead or alive. No one does it like him. He's a beautiful person, and like you hear it through the lyricism, you hear it through the music. He's grown. You've seen him grow from Tariq at 18 to, being a 50-plus-year-old dude in this hip hop game, and like he's one of my heroes. And then Fonte, little brother. Fonte, to me, was the blueprint. Rapping, singing, opening the door for Drake.
Yeah.
People don't talk about that. The early comeback season Drake
You seen the documentary?
yeah, come on, bro. My man Yo at DJ Booth, he was behind the scenes on that.
Okay.
DJ Booth, shout out to them. That was one of the early blogs that showed so much love to me on the come up.
I remember DJ
Z, my man DJ Z. So shout out to them. But yeah, Fonte was a hero. Fonte singing, rapping, doing foreign exchange, showing that you don't have to just do hip hop. That was huge for me. Black on Both Sides is my second favorite album of all time. So Mos Def. And then Common, when he did a song for Asada, or when he did Payback as a Grandmother and shit like that. Those were the songs that made me fall in love with hip hop. That's where it started for me. And then like on the female side, you had The Brat. The Brat to me was like everything, the way, like we won't have Bow Wow without The Brat because she was writing all that shit.
Yeah.
And that flow that Bow Wow was kicking was The Brat.
Absolutely.
And then you got Queen Pen. And you got, like they were big for me. Eve was big for me. Being on the Roots albums, being on, You Got Me. And that was huge, to hear that growing up. And then What Do You Like? You got Tyrese and The Brat on records and shit. So these were the records that opened the door for me to love hip hop. I felt like, just being able to soak up all the different types and styles and regions. And you got Nelly, like Nelly was the original Drake to me. So these were the people that were my introduction and the people that made me excited, made me feel like I could do it. Even Will Smith doing Wild Wild West and Miami and shit. Like the way they was flipping them samples and making them records, those are my heroes.
So you got a huge, wide range of like of artists that you tapped into, which also made you who you are
Absolutely.
today when you get behind them. Like that's fire, bro. You like I said, there's so many different ways to start this thing. You got so much going on. You're single, man. I know you released like 3.
Yeah.
How did some of those come about, man?
So yeah, I decided at the top of the year I was gonna release a song every month. I'm from the old school kind of era where like you release music, you disappear. You release music, you disappear. You go live, you mysterious. Niggas don't know about your personal life. They just know about the music.
Okay.
That's what I'm from. But we're in a new era where like you don't release, they forget about you.
Right.
They act like you still doing that music thing. Like, nigga, I didn't stop. I'm living life.
Right.
So I'm like, I gotta release more. Cause the climate we're in is like, what have you done for me lately? So I said, I'm gonna release once a month. Right. I started the year with Molly Music. We joint called 9 to 5. Molly Music's a good brother from Atlanta. He shows so much love, such a good dude, such a blessed dude. We did that record. I held that record for a while, and I just decided I'm gonna let all this shit off the hard drive this year. Okay. So that was the first record. February came out, wanted to put out Cry. Cry is the song that I'm most proud of. Men are supposed to cry. Men have full emotions. Men are on the full spectrum of feeling everything that everyone feels. But yet we gotta suppress shit. We gotta hold shit in. Think about like if the house got robbed right now, you and wifey in the bed. Who's supposed to get up and protect the family?
Oh, that'd be me.
Absolutely, right? But what people don't realize is that instinct to get out the bed and protect the family, it doesn't make you absent of feeling scared. While you grab the bat or the gun, you're still scared. You have to react and you have to take care of the family. But you have emotions. And no one ever checks on that side of us. Like, I'm not taking away what I gotta do. I gotta do it. But it doesn't mean that I don't feel all the other things that come with the job I have to do. I live with more terror, more fear, more scaredness than you could imagine because I gotta protect my family. I got a daughter. So she looks at dad like I'm this pillar. She seen me cry once at my dad's funeral. And she's like, I never seen you cry. And I said, that's kind of wrong. I should show her the human sides of me. So I show her when I'm scared. I show her when I'm upset. I show her when something hurt my feelings that she said to me. Because I want her to see like I'm a human and I want her to see men as able to have full spectrum of feelings as she starts to date when she gets older. She's 6 now. When she meets dudes when she's 16, 17, I want her to be able to be like, I know what to look for. Because I know what my dad showed me. And I want to make songs where I talk about don't you dare wipe my tears and don't you dare tell me what I can't do and how I can't feel. I deserve to cry. I got so much I'm protecting. I got so much I'm living for. I deserve to feel all these emotions. Right. So I wanted to make that. That was the song I was most proud of so far. And then we dropped Getaway with Coda the Friend and Alonda Rich. Coda's my brother. We go way back since before he was rapping. When he's playing the trumpet. Coda's my brother. And just always happy to have him on records. We go back to him directing videos. We go back to him being like a savior for a lot of New York City rappers. A dude that shot videos for Marlon Craft and shot videos for me and ISO Indies. And being able to have him on the record is amazing. And Alonda Rich, she's my homegirl who I met at Mass Appeal. I used to work with Fashawn, and she used to do like singing and vocals for him. And we met there, and then I found out her husband is Z Rich, who's my boy. He go by Fiend. He used to be Fiend rapping with Sway in the Morning and making music out of York, PA. So the world is tiny, and I got her on the record, and just been dropping records consistently. We about to drop a record with Elzai, Hello O'Shea. We got records coming out. I got joints with what's my man name out in Detroit? Guilty Simpson.
I don't think I heard.
Yeah, Guilty Simpson out in Detroit. I got so much in the archives, yo, that I haven't put out.
All of it makes you very, very happy, my nigga. I like to.
Why else would I do this shit?
Bro.
Like this ain't work. Like
that's amazing.
I love to create. I feel like we're gonna die one day. What are we creating that outlives us? Whether that's me making a book, whether that's me making music, whether that's me giving my kid gems that she's gonna take into the world. Raising my daughter, I tell her one thing. I'm like, your job is to be a light. You ain't got to do shit else but to be a light. When people come across you, they should feel good. Because you don't know what people go through before you come in contact with them.
Nope.
And you could be the thing that take them over the edge or that bring them back. So you have a job to not be a shitty person. That's all you got to do is just be a good person. Money comes, goes. Clothes come go, cars come go, jewelry come go. But who you are, how you make people feel, it's forever. People have Alzheimer's, and they remember how somebody made them feel. People go through dementia, remember how somebody made them feel. So we got one job, and I want to instill in my kid young, just don't be shitty. Like, be a good person. You can make mistakes. You can have rough days, but don't take that out on the next person because you don't know what they're going through. Check your shit at the door.
There you go. Amazing, man. It's so amazing to hear that you are being such a God and light to her, a great example to your daughter. I want to backtrack. You was talking about men and how, our feelings. And this morning, actually, I was having a conversation with my wife about something like that. A little around there.
Yep.
And it's just, I don't know, the older I get, the more I'm getting more, I'm becoming more vulnerable, I'm feeling more, so to speak, and in my 20s, it wasn't like that. So now, my children are watching me. I got different eyes on me now in this space. So I try to definitely, getting older is definitely coming with so much more feelings now.
You got more to lose.
Yeah.
And you also know that you have an impact. You have 2 kids who are watching. And they watch everything. They don't watch what we think they see. They hear the arguments in the back of the room. Mm-hmm. They hear you not want to do the dishes. They hear everything. Mm-hmm. So this is how they decide who they're going to be. Mm-hmm. Like, you want to know who you are, look at your kids.
That's a fact.
It's a mirror.
Look
at your kids.
Mirror.
You want to know who you are?
Yep.
Oh yeah, my kid's being a dick. Oh, I might be a dick. You know, like.
Well, that's my little one. My little one definitely has my attitude.
Yeah, I always say, look at somebody's kids, and you can see who the parent is. Mm-hmm. Because people don't realize they don't learn a ton at school.
No,
they learn at home. Mm-hmm. Fonte, charity starts at home. Everything starts at what you pour into your home base.
Absolutely.
So your kids, they got a behavioral problem. They got something going on. It's here. It's at the crib. Mm-hmm. So my thing is, because they're watching, we have so much more of a duty. Mm-hmm. And you feel that. Mm-hmm. And it's not a bad pressure. Mm-hmm. To me, it's like a new burst of energy. Mm-hmm. Now I'm going to get up and do those dishes. Now I'm going to get up and get that homework done. Now I'm going to get up and move. Mm-hmm. Because kids make you have action.
Absolutely.
And that action is what the world needs. Like, stagnant ain't going to do nothing. You're going to die.
That's a fact.
A plant just sit there with no water. That shit die. That's we need movement. Movement is the way of the world. Flow like water. Move like water. So
there you go. Ace Lee.
Nah, bro. So that feeling of vulnerability, continue to embrace that, because that is what life is. Like, we're supposed to feel. Like, Nipsey had an interview where he said, I went through every emotion humanly possible when he's talking about trying to get on. People don't realize, everything in your life's a marathon. Relationships with people. Relationships with your job and your career and where you're trying to go. Like, the adversity is what really builds you up. And it's not like a cliche ass saying. It's like,
no,
tough people, they come from tough circumstances.
Absolutely.
And the people who fold, they never really wanted it anyway.
Right.
Because if I want something, what's really going to stop me? If you close the door, I'm going to climb through the window. If you close the window, I'm going to climb the vents. Like, if I want it, I want it. Mm-hmm. What's mine is already mine. Mm-hmm. It's just about, are you going to go do the work?
That's a fact, man. Some things you kind of just, you don't need to say anything after. That was one of those moments there, man. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? You having a daughter, you being this ultra light being, was that a lot of the inspiration? Did that come from that, wanting to write the book?
The book came from pain, bro. I didn't want to live anymore. Okay. I got super depressed during COVID. And, if you know me, I'm extremely positive, extremely happy. I can find good in anything. Not during COVID. Can't go outside, not making music, not creating the way I want to create. Feeling like, my world is crashing in because I'm somebody, even though I'm extroverted, I crave being able to take what's outside and bring it back and sit with it. I couldn't do that. So I got super sad. I'm looking on Google for positive stuff for Black men. Can't find a thing. Not one thing. I look for Black women. I see a sprinkle of things, but nothing for us. So I look for affirmations for men. Nothing. I'm like, I can't find what I'm looking for. I have a responsibility now. I can't find it. I got to make it. So I just start writing every day affirmations for me. My boy's telling me that he's trying to find a job. He's like, my resume is too all over the place. I'm like, you're nuanced. You're not meant to fit in. You're meant to stand out. So I start writing down like little things that I've learned a part of my journey, my friends' pain points, my pain points. And I'm like, I got like 50 of these shits. I'm like, let me go to 75. I'm like, maybe 100. I get to 75. I'm like, I'm going to make a book. I'm like, I know nothing about books. I don't know how to start. Let me format all the pages, make them look the same. Let me do some research. Oh, I can connect with Barnes & Noble? I can get them to exclusively put out my book? Oh, word, I can do this, I can do that. Start finding all the avenues of who to talk to. I'm like, I wrote the book in November. The book came out December. I was moving like that.
Wow.
I feel like you have to have a sense of urgency when you realize there's a void. When you get that idea, somebody else in the universe get that same idea.
Right.
And now it's about who gets to market first, who gets to the world first. You think about Kellogg's and Post. I don't know if you watch like all the History Channel food docs and stuff. You think about other people have the same idea. They want to solve a problem. I'm like, I need to make sure I solve this problem effectively. I need to get it to the people because who knows if other people have the same willpower I have to like push through and persevere. This got to get to the world. So I put the book out, designed the cover myself, learned all the stuff about publishing, got the book out. But then I got this book and I'm like, how do I move it? Like people know me for music. So I just get on the gram one day and I'm like, y'all haven't seen me outside of a suit. I got a sweatshirt on and like a hat and I'm like, no high top today. I just want to talk to y'all. Start talking like, y'all, I made a book, y'all. Go support. Lettucey shows love. That's one of my friends. Got different people just pouring love under the post, sharing the link to the book. And I start to see the book moving. I'm like, oh, this is beautiful. But I said, this wasn't about money. So what I did was ordered like 500 copies of my book out of my own pocket. And I said, all the black boys I know in school, let me start going to schools. Call up all my friends who are principals, call up my friends who work in schools. Let me speak to your school social worker. Let me speak to your school list. Yo, I want to come and just donate something to your school. I want to talk to the kids. I start doing these mentor shops and workshops and just talking to kids. And I'm like, here's a book for you. Here's a book for you. Here's a book for you. And up to date, I'm almost at like 1,000 copies given away. I was like, I didn't want this to be like a monetary thing. It was never about bread. I was like, how can I help people? This book helped me. Like it was therapy for me to write it.
Amazing.
Now, how can I give it?
Amazing.
And like people buy the book and I take that money and put it right back into donating more books. Amazing. So I tell people, buy the book so I could like donate more. But for me, it's like, what are we giving? When I die, I hope that people are like, yo, he gave a lot more than he took.
Yeah.
That's the life I want to live.
It's amazing, man.
And he never asked me for shit, but he gave everything he had. Like if this was sports, I left it all on the floor.
Yeah.
Everything. Like I think about Bubba Chuck Iverson, my favorite player.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nobody could ever say he cheated the game. Ever. Like there was no rest. There was no sitting out. Like you played even if you had a broken leg. Who cares? Like get out there.
He done played with multiple injuries.
Yeah. So that's how I look at life. You have to be urgent. Time is not yours. You have to be consistent. You have to continually put in the work. And that's even on the days you don't want to do the work. And you have to let people know that you flawed too. So bringing your pain to people too so they can see like that you feel just like them.
Absolutely.
And once I started doing that, I started seeing the shifts in my life, for the better.
That's amazing, man. Well, I got one major question, though, out of all of that. You wrote a book while you was going through some dark times. Your daughter's at the crib, I know, during these dark times. How is that juggling being a dad and then also trying to find your way out this dark space? Because, parenting is 24, 25/8 type, you know what I'm saying? So how was that for you?
So she makes it easy. So I have a kid who is me. Like she's always happy, always trying to find the light. So she's a reminder of why I can't off myself. Like what would I stand for if I did the thing that I know would leave her with so many questions and so many mixed emotions and so many feelings. That was the biggest thing. Like understanding I had a duty. And despite how bad my days got, I can only go when God calls me. That's not my decision to make. So that was the first step. Second step is you see them growing up. You see them changing. And you get FOMO, fear of missing out. Like you feel like you don't want to miss out on shit. So I'm like, today's bad, but tomorrow won't be. Tomorrow won't be. The next day won't be. Like, it always gets better. Because kids have a way, they know. Like your daughter woke up on you, she hugged you, your son woke up on you, and you know, they just have a way of knowing.
Yeah.
My daughter came to me 2 days ago and she's like, Dad, what happened to your big muscles? You're out of shape. Out of shape. She's like, yeah, when I grab your arms, it's not the same. Guess what I did 20 minutes later?
Worked out.
Put right back to Planet Fitness.
Yeah.
I signed right up. I'm like, we're not playing no games.
Yeah.
Like,
Kids are going to be honest.
they have a way, bro. And it's not even just the honesty. They have a way of like reminding you who you are. Like who you are. Like you're my dad. Like they look at you like you're some rock star. Like you're my dad. Like how could you not do that? Dad, you're smart. You're rich. Like they tell you things about you that how they see you.
That's a fact. So
that was the biggest. I could balance anything if I got that kind of person on the other side of the scale, reminding me like to stand up straight and be who I need to be.
You know, it's to kind of piggyback that a little peek into my personal life rather. My oldest, this was probably like a month ago. He was talking to his cousin, and he was like, "Yeah, you know, my dad, man, you know, he don't play. Like, yo, he cool. Like he about business, you know." And it kind of took me back because I'm all over. I wear many different hats. I got to be a dad to him and his brother. I got to be a husband. I got to be a son to my parents. My brother. You know what I'm saying? Like the businessman that I'm trying to become. You know what I mean?
So the businessman that you are.
Businessman that I am.
Change our lyrics, yeah.
So trying to like wear so many different hats that I forget.
You're wearing so many different hats.
I'm wearing many different hats that I forget that. Damn, yo, he's watching. Oh damn, like yo, the spotlight is on and on me and everything that I do. So that's incredible that you can kind of like get those reminders from our children. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, that's what they're here for.
That's what they're here for, man.
Like it's a give and take for real. Because you feed them and you clothe them and you think you're taking care of them. They're teaching us the lessons, bro.
That's a fact, man.
I say I learn more from my kid. She's 6, and I learn more from my kid than I feel like I ever taught her.
Wow.
I'm like, you're 6, and you're out here teaching me like. My favorite word is patience. And she's like, I know, Dad, you're going to sing your patience song and like pay it to the shunts. Yeah. But like, that's a reminder to me to be patient.
Yeah.
She doesn't even know I'm teaching her patience. I'm like, well, I'm looking at my career and I'm looking at things that haven't happened. I'm looking at things I want.
Yeah.
And I'm like teaching this lesson to her and I got to remind myself, how can I be hypocritical?
Absolutely.
How can I tell her to be this way and I'm not this way? How can I have her be graceful and I'm not graceful to myself?
Right.
Like you start to question and like who you are, and it starts to make you like explore parts of you that need to get explored. So kids are medicine, bro. Kids have brought me, even being an uncle, the favorite uncle, whatever, brought me so much understanding and wisdom. Do you see yourself that you another book in the future for yourself? Hell yeah. So I'm working on a children's book right now.
Fire.
So my boy put the idea out. I have a song called Trouble.
Yes.
With Andy Mineo. And he's like, bro, make it a children's book. So I'm working on that right now. And then being a dad, bro, when my child's mother got pregnant, I said, I don't know what she's dealing with. I don't know what she's feeling. And I thought like, your mom, your child mom has a kid, you think about a push present.
Yeah.
I was like, what if a push present was affirmations? So I'm working on an affirmation book for soon to be, mothers.
Now that's amazing.
Called Push Present. And it's just words of affirmation and positivity that they can read and like pick up and help them through their day, because sometimes your partner don't know what to say. And people don't realize like we don't always have the words.
Right.
So when you don't have the words, but she needs the words, where can she get the words? So I want to create things that will leave like a lasting effect on our relationships with our kids, our mates, our brothers, our sisters. Everybody's looking for some kind of positivity. And as much as like the world will shape and show you other things, everybody loves a good story. Everybody loves a good story. Everybody loves a good feeling. Everybody wants to be liked. Everybody wants positivity. So it's on us to create the positivity. So I looked at my child's mom and I'm like, I know I said a lot of positive things. I could have said more. Even when you say a lot, you can always say more. You can always do more. You can always show up more. Like, what's going to do that when I can't?
Right.
So that's what I'm working on.
That's amazing, man. Salute to you, Ace, man, for real. Music-wise, what else you got coming as far as, I know with the 3 singles, Is there an album coming
We
this
dropping
year?
a song every month, baby. There's an album eventually. I got records I can't put out. I'm gonna just be fully transparent. I got a record with Amani White, the Billie Eilish dude. Def Jam don't want it out right now, so I've been dealing with that.
A lot of behind the scenes shit.
Yeah, you know how it go. When the numbers don't like look the same, he's in the millions, I'm in the 100,000s. They're like, "Who do you think you are?" I'm like, "Whatever, we'll figure it out." But I don't let the algorithm shit play a part in my life. Like, I make dope shit, I put out dope shit. Y'all gonna get dope shit. But lots of songs coming out, lots of visuals eventually coming out. A lot of live shows in the summer. I love to come outside in the summer, show my ass, and go back in the crib. So we have a lot of shows. Trying to get Black Thought on something. Black Thought is you know, a real good dude. We've had multiple conversations. He might be on the album. I'm putting it out there. Hopefully he see this and, you know, another battery in his back.
Absolutely.
I think I can spar with him. You know, I've already sparred with the best of them.
I mean, as you should, though.
Come on, bro.
Yeah,
I'm from Brooklyn. So
yeah, man.
I spar with the best of them. I feel like ain't nobody dusting me on no record. And if you do get the better verse, I'm gonna just say it was an alley-oop. Like, I'm a front anyway. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm gonna just say, like, you know, that was designed that way. So ain't no L's on this end. Like,
okay.
You know, hopefully I spar with Fonte at some point this year.
Okay.
He deserves this work. I think I could take him. You know. I don't care who you are. I think I got you.
Okay.
And if you got me, that means it's a great song.
There you go.
So we taking no L's out here.
There you go, man. Yo, man, this game now is like such content based now. As an artist, do you feel like, is there more pressure for you to like put more content now? Because like you said, I believe you said when the camera was off, you like to put the music out and then kind of disappear. So how are you facing that challenge now?
It is the best worst challenge ever. I feel like the beauty of releasing things consistently is people get more of access to your growth because you're dropping month after month. They get to see like the climb. They get to feel like they're part of it. Yeah. The hard part is I don't call this shit content. So I hate that word. I'm like, this is my art. This is my feelings, my emotions, my life. It's not no content. I hate that I got to drop all this digestible stuff for you to digest what I already made digestible. And I feel like artists, as much as, you know, we're appreciative of fans and stuff and supporters, we don't owe you anything. Like, it's a two-way street. I feel like this is our life. A lot of these songs are us talking about our life and our situations and our realness. We deserve the ability to go live, to create that thing. And because most people are consumers, they're like not brave enough to make it. You have to give people the time to go make it and make it on their terms. I do, you know, there's exceptions to the rule. If somebody's extremely Hollywood or difficult, I'm like, that's a lot. But, you know, all in all, I feel like people need time to create. And microwave food don't taste like oven food. So let's just be real. Like, a TV dinner don't taste the same as grandma's meatloaf with some mashed potatoes and some asparagus on the side. You know, you need time. So I don't feel the pressure, but I do at the same time. So what I've done is like create a whole bunch of shit on a hard drive months ago and then come out and start forecasting it as if it's being done kind of now in the real time so that I can still keep the quality high, but still be able to compete with the new world that we're in that says you have to release constantly. But fuck the algorithms. I don't really like rock with that.
Yeah, it's I mean the game right now is pretty it's pretty shitty right now.
Look at the labels. You drop it. They drop every team except the teams that are connected to like the algorithm.
The algorithm.
And I'm like, what about the emotion? Right. So when somebody talks about their career, fuck the numbers. Right. Like, music is the only industry where the stats don't really matter. Like, it's not like in ball where you put up, you know, 40 and 10 and 6 assists.
And that solidifies you to
Hall of Fame.
The Hall of Fame.
It ain't like that. You could have 13 albums and be doing your thing, but if you don't got a million, blah, 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 if you don't got this happening, if you don't got that happening, people think they can talk to you any type of way. Yeah. And we don't play them games over here.
Yeah, that's a fact, though. I also feel like within our people, that's been a thing. Like, the older you get, like, you know, a lot of the dopest rappers are over 40. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's an old man's game.
It's an old man's game. But
it's always been that. Like, 2 Chainz, I met 2 Chainz before he popped. And
wow.
Yeah, like, when I did 106 in Park back in the day, he was the judge. And he was still Titty Boy. Okay. And he's good people. But having conversations with him, talking to different people, like, fuck the numbers. The real ones know. Like, Sky Zoo's not looking at the numbers. Right. Little Brother's not looking at the numbers. Right. Black Thought's not looking at the numbers.
Right.
None of the real ones are looking at the numbers. They're still putting up the points.
Yeah, man. It is a different game now.
Yeah.
Man. You know, everybody, the labels, and even what I do, it's like, yo, you got to get a viral interview.
Yo,
you got to get somebody that's going.
Let's be real. Think about the people that go viral.
Right.
A year later, they're still in the same spot they were in. Like, it almost put the target on your back.
Right.
Because now you got all this notoriety. You can't go get a day job. At least you feel like you can't because your pride's in the way. So you don't get a day job. You don't go change your circumstance through a normal means. And that moment is only a moment.
Absolutely.
If you don't have resources and things in line to, like, you know, set you up for more.
Absolutely.
And I'll keep it real. I've been in meetings and conversations. I got songs I can't put out. And I asked the label, why can't I put the record out with different people? And they're like, the next 2 months will make or break this person's career. Next 2 months are going to make or break a career. How you decide that? How you decide that little window of time, if y'all don't get what y'all want, has made or break somebody's, like, livelihood? This is what they make.
Right.
So I'm not with the content game. I'm not with the numbers game. I create because I know I have to stay afloat. But I'm not on other people's time. I'm like, the real ones know what I'm about. To me, respect means more than just, you know, what the numbers say. And I'm like, I probably got more than most of your favorite rappers because there's so many ways to survive in this industry. Please, yo, I say, like, get your merch right. Book your own shows. Get out there and connect with other people that do what you do and create experiences. Because I could do a show right now and I clean house. And it's going to take me 1 million streams to make $3,000, yo. Suck something. You know, like, but for real, think about it. $3,000 for 1 million streams?
Right.
I'm getting a piece of a penny. I'm good. Like, there's so many ways to survive. Go write a song for somebody. Like, there's so many ways in this industry that you can survive.
Right. Some people feel like they just get into that. I think some artists now are just realizing that, like, yo, man, fuck these streams. You know, with all these, you got Bandcamp, and, you know, really gearing towards.
You got Even.
Yep. And really kind of not like really just catering towards, like, real supporters.
Find your tribe. Find your tribe.
Find your tribe.
Make music for the people that rock with you. And if you got 25 loyal people and they rock with you, you could do more than an artist who got 1,000 people.
That's a fact.
Because it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality.
That's a fact.
Like, I got people that come and they buy a $60 shirt just because it's me. They buy a $20 book. They buy a $5 sticker. They got a $10 pen. And they buy everything. They buy everything I got. And then I got that across 25, 50 people. I done made more right there than the show probably paid me.
That's a fact.
So I say, like, you do that. You find the people that's rocking with you and you just pour into them. Connect with them. Talk to them. Like, my fan base, I talk to them. I'm in the DMs. I'm in the comments.
Right.
I'm talking to people. Like, I'm connecting.
That's a fact.
And if my numbers never grow, my tribe is with me. My little cult following is with me.
That's so important, man. Ace, man, it's been a pleasure. I feel like definitely we can might have to part 2 this.
We got that, like, part 2, part 3.
Yeah, because you
we ain't touching nothing.
You can go. Pause. You can definitely go, man. I always end the show. I always ask each artist or, you know, creative to give the viewers a gem. What do you have for us, man?
You're only in competition with yourself. I would say sign a contract with yourself every day on who you want to be, what you want to do. Only compete with that version of you versus the new version of you. And everything you want is on the other side of the work. So just put in the work, keep your head down, have no ego. It's not about other people. It's about you, competing with you, doing what you need to do for the life you want. And you'll get where you're trying to go. Nobody can't deter you if you determined.
There you go. Hip Hop Gems TV, that was beautiful, man.
Come on. You brought the right guy. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, yo, I love y'all out there. Thank y'all for supporting my man Ty. He's doing God's work, y'all. So please tune in.
Thank you, man.
Here's his flowers, y'all.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
We got so many more seasons to come, baby.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You all on the other side of the work. Ace, appreciate your time, man. Y'all go out, support this good brother, support the music, support the book. And it's The Voice. Ace in the building. HHGTV, man. We out of here, man.
Let's go.
What you watching? Hip Hop Gems TV?